дилеры Уралов. Это современные уже. Модель 2018 и 2016 года. Вот эти вот более высокие. С сиденьками, как у мотика. А вот эти с олдскульными сиденьями, они такие поменьше. Ну, я не знаю, я не могу понять, но мне кажется, что тележки вроде бы одинаковые. Хотя, может быть, чутка пониже они сделаны. Прикольные. Здесь же они их ремонтируют, перебирают. What do you think about this type of seats? It's comfortable when you...
Not really. It depends on your shape, okay? For me, I'm big, okay? But I got no padding, okay? So the rubber seat, it's still the same old Russian rubber seat. It fits me as far as because of the shape. People that kind of boost, they might not be quite so comfortable with the ridges and stuff. So there's different seats they have. This right here,
yeah, I
that's
see.
Harley Davidson.
It's like a, yeah, you see?
It's
so big.
That's a police seat.
Yeah, that's huge.
King chair.
But the trouble is, if you're going to go off-roading, he wanted that seat. We had to put that seat on special for him because it normally comes with that long flat one. They call it the enduro seat over here. Because if you're going to go off-road and corners and stuff, you want to be able to shift your weight, slide around, right? And that one there, you can't, it's like a barco lander. You can't get out of it too.
Okay,
Yeah,
I understand.
But this guy, because his last two bikes all had that same seat, he says, I want that seat. So we had to do something special to put that seat on for him.
I understand. So cool.
Yes. No 2 euros alike. Everybody makes it their own. This one here, yeah, I know, that's what we're showing. Stand behind.
Oh. Прикольно.
Yeah, like neighbors. In comparison, so this one,
Yeah.
this one needs to have the idle brought up a little bit. It's too low. It should sound more like this one. This just came in for service.
Зарычатель. Как машина.
Parking brake. Yep. So.
Манища такая с выхлопа.
And electronic speedometer, tachometer, speedometer, tripodometers, all kinds of extra stuff.
What is
It's a little shallow, like the old military, like that thing. That's where you carry, if you had no sidecar, your tire patch kit.
Oh, okay.
So it just opens and it's just a shallow storage thing.
In old model they have like here.
Yeah. Wait, that's what that one does.
Oh.
The M70 has that.
Yeah, like
Yep. The old frame. But even this one here, this looks, looks pretty bad.
Можно оборудовать, смотрите, для GPS-а. Очень удобно.
So it's in here for its 30,000 kilometer service. And this is in Europe.
А сколько они здесь стоят, интересно?
What's the price of the new brand new one?
Brand new one. Well, if you look at California, well, MSRP, standard pricing, for a gear up is 14,500. Plus tax, license, shipping, yada yada yada. And by the time California tax, the license plate, and everything out the door, you're looking about 19 to 20,000. Whereas a CT, like this one, it's $2,000 less.
Well, it's normal price because in Russia it's cost like 11,000. So
Yeah, it's
and
New
you
one.
need to ship here, and so
Yep.
it's a reasonable price.
Of course.
This is a different tank, different headlight. I have this model in OD green, in green, but this is the old retro style with a different tank, fenders different. Looks the style is old and used.
Yep.
And you can start it.
What the name of this model?
This is called the retro.
Retro.
Like,
Yeah,
just
I love
because
that.
they're Russian and you're Russian.
Yeah.
But it's military bike. It's
Well, they were originally military. I'll turn the video on. But 3 million sold. 3 million sold.
They made it from the BMW, right? The copy of the BMW.
Yes, in the after World War II.
Yeah.
They said, the Russians said that the Germans gave them the engine design. So they sort of nut and bolt copied the engine.
Как тебе сидится?
Не, ну так, конечно, ничего, когда у тебя ноги в расслабленном состоянии. В принципе, норм. Так, крутей.
Крутяк, да?
Which is why we have a number of women that have these bikes.
Uh-huh.
Because they can ride with the dogs or the kids in the sidecar. They don't have to put their feet down on like a regular motorcycle. That's why they like this. They just ride and back and forth.
Interesting.
I
Reverse.
think it's too heavy for the woman.
Now,
When one of my owners, I don't think she weighed 100 pounds dripping wet. Okay? I mean, she was just a little tiny thing. She had a dog that probably weighed more than her. That's why she wanted a bike to put in the sidecar. And she was so tiny that her regular motorcycle that she had, they had to modify the suspension and lower it so that she could ride it. She couldn't hold it up. And so her dog used to whine and everything because he couldn't ride. He was a big St. Bernard, big fluffy St. Bernard dog. And so she wanted to ride with him, so that's why she came down to check out the bikes to getting one. And we took the seat out, we put the dog in the sidecar to see what he thought about riding around. And so we just kind of drove around the parking lot. I drove around in the parking lot while she walked along next to the dog so that he was okay sitting in the sidecar, just to see if he was scared if I blipped the throttle and stuff like this. And they have the bike up in Wairika now. Yeah. So lots of people.
But I heard that they are like all-season bikes, right?
Oh, yeah.
So even when it's cold,
We
they
have
can,
people who've been above the Arctic Circle in the wintertime.
and they drive this bike, and
Yes.
it's working.
Yes.
Wow, that's cool. These modern models, they already tubeless.
No.
No?
They're still tube because we have spokes.
Oh,
This right here is something called an M18. That is a World War II anti-tank gun. Okay.
but is it
It's a
a real one
recoilless
or a
rifle.
copy?
Yes. Nope. It's a
Real
one.
one?
You see this?
Oh.
That's the shell for it. He has permits in the U.S. to have this, but in California, because the bullet is so big and so on, he's not allowed to shoot it in California. He has to go to Nevada when he wants to go play with his toys, and that was when he went over there to
Crazy.
yes things he
Байк
wanted.
Эвана Макгрегора.
But I ended up actually doing the paperwork, so I talked to his people, to get the thing paid for, to get the license plates for it, all that stuff. So yeah, it's my sale, but did I ever meet him? No, I don't meet any of these guys. People from movies, they buy bikes because they rent them to other movies. They're on TV commercials, and they come here.
I was in Irbit.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't want to go to Europe. I know what it's like up there. I know, like I said, I used to travel all over the world. I have spent a lot of time in China and other not very nice places. And I know in Irbit, there's no hotel.
Of course, sure.
The factory has some apartments that they rent, and so they loan them to guests when they get there. And they're not very nice, very comfortable. Okay.
Yeah, and
Restaurants and
I
things.
saw the photo. They just some of the people, the fan of Urals in Russia, they come to the Irbit and said it looks very sad, everything, because
It's a small town, and it's past its heyday. They used to have 12,000 employees. Nowadays, there's less than maybe 150 employees.
and
Because all this stuff that comes from other parts of the world, know, there's castings that are done in Taiwan and China, and then they ship the castings back there. They take the fuel injection system that's built in Michigan and they ship it all to Russia. They put it all together in the bike, so they don't need a lot of people.
С вами были мы, Оля и Женя. Подписывайтесь на наш канал, не забывайте ставить лайки и пишите свои вопросы в комментариях, мы обязательно на них ответим.
А еще мы будем рады видеть вас среди подписчиков наших групп ВКонтакте и Инстаграме. Все ссылки вы найдете в описании к этому видео. Будьте счастливы, путешествуйте вместе с нами. До новых встреч!